Hey, what's up, y'all? And my preview and prediction series continues. Um, so today we've got the ACC Atlantic Part 1. Clemson, NC State, and Wake Forest. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with the Clemson Taters. The Clemson Tigers. So anyway, so last year was a big disappointment for Clemson. I mean, after they had made the college football playoff 6 years in a row, but in 2021, 9-3, 10-3. Beat Iowa State in the Cheez-It Bowl. We also had losses to national champion Georgia. Let's see, NC State and Pitt. Now, of course, Clemson's biggest problem, obviously, was the offense. I mean, this offense was just unwatchable through most of the season. Struggling to beat teams like Georgia Tech, Syracuse, Boston College. But I mean, defense was elite though. Holding teams to like 15 points a game. So, which my mom kept them in every game. But so anyway, so the quarterback, my mom DJ Uiagalelei, aka the ukulele, returns. And I mean, the offense is gonna have to be a lot better, or it's gonna be another 9-3 season. So I mean, DJ was doo doo, last year, but in 2020, I mean, in his 2 starts that he had against Boston College and Notre Dame, when Trevor Lawrence got COVID, and I mean, he balled out in both those games, threw for over 700 yards combined in those 2 games. But yes, and he was on the on like the top 10 or top 5 in the preseason Heisman candidate. But I mean, some say that Georgia's defense broke the ukulele, but okay. But anyway, yes. So the ukulele, just over, 2,200 yards. He had more interceptions than he had touchdowns. So anyway, but he doesn't have to be Trevor Lawrence or Deshaun Watson. I mean, he just has to be Kelly Bryant, and that would be a lot better. So, But anyway, so then running backs, yep, you do bring back running backs, Will Shipley and Kobe Pace. And going back to DJ, yeah, if he has to do better, but if he doesn't, I mean, he does have 5-star quarterback Cade Klubnik coming in behind him. So if you're a Tater fan, you have to hope that one of those two quarterbacks works out. But anyway, so now let's look at wide receivers and tight ends. At wide receiver, you get leading wide receiver Justin Ross left for the NFL draft. And I think he got picked up by the Chiefs. So, but anyway, but you do return Joseph and got Bo Collins and Dakari Collins, and tight end Davis Allen. So, and then on to your defense. Of course, defensive coordinator Brent Venables left to take the head job at Oklahoma after Lincoln Riley left to go to Southern Cal. So, but anyway, so yes, they have promoted from within at defensive coordinators. So the whole scheme will stay the same. Plus Venables players are still there. So I think that they should be fine, even though they're losing some starters. But they do seem to always reload on defense. So anyway, so they did lose 5 starters. So you do lose linebackers James Skalski and Balin Spector. See safety Nolan Turner, and cornerbacks Mario Goodrich and Andrew Booth Jr. But you do bring back linebacker Trenton Simpson, safety Andrew Makuba, defensive ends Miles Murphy, KJ Henry, and Xavier Thomas, and defensive tackles Tyler Davis and Rook or Horo. Yeah, I don't name these people. So, and so anyway, mums, how about we move on to the schedule? Let's see. So anyway, so you start out week 1 at Georgia Tech. This game being played in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and yeah, I do expect you. Yes, this game will definitely be a measuring stick. But you should, blow them out. But if you don't, well, then you've probably got some bad things coming. And if the ukulele struggles against Georgia Tech, it'll be time to bench him and try Cade Klubnik. So, anyways, next you get Furman and Louisiana Tech. You should absolutely obliterate these two teams. And then you are at Wake Forest. As bad as your offense was, last year you hung 48 on Wake Forest. So I do expect you to, beat them again. So, but anyway, and the next you play NC State. Now I know you lost to NC State last year, so this will be a revenge game. You'll be ready for them this time. So I think that's a win. And then next you got back-to-back road games at Boston College and Florida State. But I mean, you know, really, these two teams just shouldn't have the talent to be able to compete with Clemson. So I think you should beat both of them. And then, you know, same thing with them Syracuse. I know they beat you like 5 years ago, but I don't think y'all will let that happen again. I mean, Syracuse is terrible, so I think that's a win, and that takes you into your bye week. And then you come out of that, you play at Notre Dame. Now Notre Dame does have a new coach in Marcus Freeman. Never been a head coach before, so you should have a coaching advantage in this game. So yeah, I am going to go ahead and give you the win here. And then next you got Louisville. Yes, I think you'll beat Louisville. And then you play Miami. Now, if you already saw my Miami preview, then you know I have Miami upsetting Clemson. So I do think Miami is going to be a really good team, you know, with their new coach Mario Cristobal. So anyway, yeah, and quarterback or Tyler Van Dyke. So I mean, yeah. And then you got South Carolina, your little brother. I mean, you already did South Carolina, so I think that you beat them. That you're mad after that Miami loss, and you beat them. So anyway, so that brings you out to 11-1. Now I really am going out on a limb here, but you know, I'm gonna do think don't know for sure, but I think that y'all will be better this year. So I do have you going 11-1 and 7-1 in the ACC. And now moving on to the NC State Wolfpack. Now, last year, NC State was 9-3, no bowl game. Yeah, they were supposed to play UCLA, but it got canceled. But anyways, last year, of course, they did have the big win against Clemson, so in overtime. But anyway, yes. NC State does return most of the team from last year. So anyway, so then quarterback Devin Leary returns. Yeah, he's really an underrated quarterback. So he did have over 3,000 yards last year. So yeah, and anyway, get through for like 35 touchdowns and only 5 interceptions. So, but anyway, and then all of the wide receivers return. I still got like Emeka, Emezi, Thayer Thomas, Devin Carter, and Porter Rooks. So, and then and their running back, they really took a hit, losing their two best running backs, Zonovan Knight and Ricky Person. But they do bring back Jordan Houston. Now he is more of a scat back, kind of like a slasher, quick, shifty, kind of back. And then you do have a couple of really big battering rams in Trent Penix and Delbert Mims III. So anyway, so they'll have to figure out some combination of running back of how to split the carries. So but anyway, and then on defense, 9 starters return. She did lose Daniel Joseph. Defensive end Daniel Joseph and inside linebacker Levi Jones to the NFL. But you do bring back your leading tackler, inside linebacker Drake Thomas. They also bring back safety Tanner Ingle and cornerbacks Derek Pitts Jr. and Shaheem Shaheem Battle, and then defensive tackles Corey Durden and Davin Van. And they were really solid on defense last year. So, but anyway, so how about we go ahead and get into the schedule now. So you start out week 1 at East Carolina. I guess you should watch out for East Carolina. They almost beat South Carolina last year, but I mean they are a group of 5. So they're really not very good. So I think you really should have no trouble with them, even though it's on the road. But anyway, so and then next you got Charleston Southern, FCS team. You should just completely annihilate them. And then next you've got Texas Tech. And I do think Texas Tech is not a very good team. I think you should handle them no problem. And then you've got UConn. UConn is terrible. You should destroy them. And then next you are at Clemson. Yeah, so I just did Clemson. I know you beat them last year, but you already know that I do have you losing at Clemson this year. So, and then right, so the next you get Florida State, and I think that they're not very good either. Really have been very mediocre lately, so I think you should beat them. And then next you've got let's see, you're at Syracuse. I think Syracuse is terrible. I think you will beat them too. Yes, that's a pretty good start. I think now you're 6-1 going into your bye week. So come out of your bye week, you play Virginia Tech. Now you already saw my Virginia Tech preview. I think that they're not going to be any good this year. I think I have them not even making a bowl game. So I think you'll beat Virginia Tech. I already did my preview for Virginia Tech. So, and then next you have Wake Forest. Yes, home against Wake Forest. Now I know you lost to Wake Forest last year. Barely. And you only lost by a field goal, and that was on the road. This time you get them at home. So yeah, I think that you will beat them, get your revenge against an in-state team. And in-state rival. So, and then next you play Boston College. Now, yes, I do think that you catch an L here. I do have Boston College pulling off the upset. I was just looking for some losses for you. So, and then you finish up the season with back-to-back road games. So at Louisville and at North Carolina, and I do have you splitting those two. I do have you losing to Louisville, and then beating North Carolina. Of course, you already know that they're beating North Carolina. If you saw my North Carolina preview, so anyway, so that does put your record at 9-3. So same as last year, and 5-3 in the ACC. And now moving on to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Last year Wake Forest went 11-3, up 10-2 in the regular season. Won the ACC Atlantic Division before losing to Pitt in the ACC championship game, and then they then went on to beat Rutgers in their bowl game. They were originally supposed to play Texas A&M, but they backed out because they had too many COVID cases. So they played Rutgers in the Gator Bowl instead. So, but anyway, so last year they did have an elite offense, 41 points a game, and they do bring back Sam Hartman. Yeah, he's probably the best returning quarterback in the ACC, and he had over 4,000 passing yards last year. Let's see, Adam, running back Christian Beal Smith transferred to South Carolina, but they do bring back Justice Ellison and Christian Turner. So, and then on the offense, they do lose number 2 wide receiver Ja'Cory Roberson, but they do bring back A.T. Perry. Yeah, almost 1,300 yards last year. Yes, a first round talent at wide receiver. Yeah, could have gone pro this year, but decided to stay. So, and then they also brought back other wide receivers. Yeah, Taylor Morin and Keyshawn Williams, and tight ends Blake Whiteheart and Brandon Chapman. And then over on the defense, yeah, the defense was terrible last year. They gave up like 56 points to Army. Yeah, 56 points to a service academy that runs the triple option. Let's see, 48 points to Clemson's miserable offense. 58 points to North Carolina. So, yeah. So they do lose 3 starters to the NFL. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, they do lose their leading tackler, inside linebacker, Jake Masterson, and cornerback Jasir. Anyway, yeah, and outside linebacker Luigi Villain. Anyway, so they do bring back their other inside linebacker, Ryan Sminda Jr., and safety Travion Reed, and defensive end Rondale Bothroyd. So, Okay. Yeah. Jasir Taylor. Yeah, that was the name of the corner that went to the NFL. Yeah, I remember now. Uh, but anyway, so now let's get into the schedule. We do you do start out week 1 against VMI, Virginia Military Institute. That should be an easy win to start the season. And then yeah, you should just completely obliterate them. And then next you are at Vandy, and Vandy is terrible. You should destroy them. And then you've got Liberty. Now I think Liberty not going to be as good this year after they're losing Malik Willis. So quarterback Malik Willis. So I think you should beat Liberty, and then next you play at Clemson. Now, of course, Clemson blew you out last year. Yeah, I breathed in something. Yes, some dust or something. But anyway, so at Clemson, they blew you out last year, so I should expect a similar result this year. I think you lose to Clemson. And then next you're at Florida State. Now, Florida State is just kind of average. They've been, hovering around 500 for the last, 5 years. So I think that will be a win. I mean, you curb stomped them last year. So, and then next you play Army. Yeah, so I think you were at Army last year, right? So this year they come to you, right? Anyway, and of course you did give up 56 points to Army, but you also scored 70, right? So I still think that I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt and say you'll beat Army again. And that takes you into your bye week. You come out of that, and then you got Boston College. I think that's a win. I know that Boston College is getting a lot of hype this off season, but I'm not gonna buy in. So, and the next you are at Louisville. Now you did almost lose to Louisville last year at home. This time it's on the road. Yeah, so I do think that the Cards beat you. And the next you play NC State. Now, of course, I just did my NC State preview, so you already know where I'm going with this. I also have you losing to NC State, so that's 2 losses in a row. And then next you get back-to-back home games. You get North Carolina. Yes, a revenge game against North Carolina when they beat you in a shootout last year, right? Scored 58 points like I mentioned earlier. But yeah, I think y'all will get them back this year, so that's a win. And then next you have Syracuse. Yes, now you went to overtime with Syracuse last year. So yeah, but I am gonna say that you beat them. And then and then you finish off the season at Duke, and Duke's terrible. You should just obliterate them. Okay, so that brings you out to a record of 9-3, and yeah, 9-3, and 5-3 in the ACC. So, anyways, that is going to wrap this up here. So, anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below, and thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all again next time.